Hello everyone and welcome to Odyssey Recaps, just the Tea edition. Just a reminder that if you'd like a more detailed and in-depth recap, please head over to my below the surface recaps. But if you want something shorter, shallower, and sassier, you are in the right place. Today we are recapping chapter or book 2, A Dangerous Journey. We left the last chapter with Athena having convinced Telemachus that he needs to go on a journey to try and find word of his father. This chapter opens with Telemachus waking up ready to fight. He does his skincare routine, gets all oiled up, then he calls a council meeting, and Athena pours heavenly grace upon him, basically enhancing his charisma points. I think the kids are calling it Riz. Anyway, she just helps him out with his general vibe. The first thing he does is call a council. Now, the council hasn't met since Odysseus left, so this is a big move. The council gathers and Telemachus takes his father's throne. A cool moment that I think is showing how Athena has already helped him start to take his rightful place. She is being the dad he needs. Telemachus tells the council that he's got two big problems. One, his father is missing. And two, his home is being ripped apart by dude bro suitors. He's basically got a flock of locusts eating all his metaphorical and literal grain. He says the suitors are here courting his mother against her wishes and that they need to go find her father, Icarius, not Icarus, similar name, different guys, so he can choose who gets to marry her, which is, again, great time to be a woman, guys. Just fantastic. He ends in tears, telling the suitors that they should be ashamed of their behavior, saying that if he had the power to fight them all, he would, but he can't. One of the dude bros called Antinous responds to him. You may remember him as the douchebag from chapter 1 who told Telemachus he hopes he dies. He's a real Regina George, but less cute and a lot dumber. He starts by calling Telemachus a little boy, and in classic abuser fashion says that Telemachus is trying to embarrass them by calling them out on their shitty behavior and that it's totally not the suitor's fault. It's actually Penelope's fault for not just picking one of them already. He says that they've been here for nearly 4 years and she's been skillfully and cunningly leading them all on, which sounds like a compliment to me, but like, whatever. She spent 3 years telling them that she couldn't possibly marry anyone until she'd finished her current craft project, weaving a burial shroud for her father-in-law, who is not dead, by the way. He's still alive. And every day she would weave it in front of the suitors, but then at night she would secretly unravel it so that it never actually progressed. Now, I personally think this one is on them because, like, how do you not notice a complete lack of progress over 3 years? Like, guys, I think they're just happy getting to party on Ithaca's Obel every day, and none of them ever even figured it out. One of Penelope's slaves snitched on her and told them what was going on. But, like, side note, if you're a slave, you do what you gotta do. I don't blame her. I do not blame this girl. Don't expect loyalty from someone you're not paying. Like, if you're literally enslaving them, they're free to snitch. Anyway, the suitors figured it out and ambushed her one night to catch her red-handed while she's untangling it. Then they forced her to finish it right there in front of them, so she'll have no more excuses. But she still won't pick one of them. Then the Tamu Regina George suitor Antinous says that if Penelope wants to go on hurting us, like, come on, bro, it won't work because they suitors are just going to keep eating and eating until the palace runs out of food and money and it's reduced to just nothing. He says they aren't leaving until she picks one of them to marry. He basically wants Telemachus to force his mom to pick one of them to save his inheritance, which is so dumb because they keep saying how much they want Telemachus dead so they can take everything, so why would he believe that they'd leave him anything? They're not even good schemers. They just, like, suck on every possible level. Telemachus says he absolutely will not do that because he respects his mom, but also the gods will be angry. He tells the suitors one more time to get out and devour each other's properties and not his, and he calls on Zeus to punish them. Now, Zeus hears this, and in a rare cool guy move, he sends down 2 eagles as a symbol, but no one's really sure what it's a symbol of. But then, thankfully, their local bird prophecy expert comes in and tells them that it means Odysseus is coming home and he's gonna mess the suitors up. He also said he predicted years ago that Odysseus would come home in disguise after 20 years, and then it's definitely coming true, so the suitors should GTFO if they know what's good for them. One of the suitors is that he's actually a better bird prophecy reader, and that these birds are just birds, and that Odysseus is for sure dead, and that Telemachus needs to get on board before he gets hurt, and that they will stay until either Penelope marries them or they destroy Ithaca. Telemachus says he's done talking about this and that he's going to take a ship and 20 men and go and try to find news about his father. If he finds out his dad's alive, he'll wait 1 more year to give him time to come home. But if he finds out he's dead, he'll come home, hold a funeral, and then give Penelope to one of them. Which, again, great time to be a woman, guys. Just fantastic. Not at all horrifying. One of the dude bro suitors says it doesn't really matter either way because even if Odysseus does come back, the suitors are just going to kill him because there's just no way he can fight all of the suitors. By the way, there are 118 of these bros. Ugh. He says Telemachus can go on his trip because he probably won't even make it off the island, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. They all leave the council, and Telemachus goes to the sea and asks Athena for help. Athena reassures him that he is the son of Odysseus and Penelope, and thoughtfulness, cleverness, and bravery run through him. She assures him that the suitors will die, and soon, and that he can go on this journey and find out what happened to his father. She tells him to go pack supplies, and she'll find a ship and sailors. So Telemachus rushes off to pack some Lunchables, but he has to walk past the dude bros in the dining room to get to the storage area, and they decide to just go full YouTube's comment section on him. They say things like, oh no, Telemachus is going to kill us all. He's going to bring an army and kill us, or maybe he'll poison us. Oh no. Then another says, oh, or maybe he'll get lost at sea like his daddy and die alone, far from home. That would be so sad. Then we'd have to share all his wealth, and one of us would get to marry his hot mom and steal his home. So sad. Telemachus wisely doesn't engage, leaves those drunk bitches to their wine and jokes, and heads off to find his old nanny, who is now in charge of the storeroom. She begs him not to go and says while he's away, the suitors will plot to kill him. She says he's so deeply loved and tells him not to go searching for danger out on restless seas. Telemachus reassures her that the gods have blessed his plan and he'll be fine, but asks her not to tell his mom for 12 business days or until she notices he's gone, so as not to upset her. And I am like, girl, I know you're super sad and a bit checked out, but maybe check on this boy more. Like, you've got a palace full of dude bros who want him dead. Maybe just, like, do a daily check-in, baby. But the nanny agrees and starts packing some snack packs for him and his friends. And meanwhile, Athena has shape-shifted into Telemachus, and she's going through the town and recruiting sailors to go with him on his journey, and then manages to find a ship and get it ready to sail. She assembles the sailors, gives them some pep talks before heading back to the castle and knocking all the suitors unconscious with goddess magic before shape-shifting again and finding Telemachus and telling him it's time to leave. And then they set off on their journey over the wine-dark sea. Will they make it? Will the suitors kill Telemachus? Will Penelope go all Joanne Wick and just murder the dude bros herself? Tune in next time to find out. In ancient Greek mythology, anything is possible.